welcome back to my channel. My name is Tuesday, this is the Crafty Cottage, and I'm so glad that you guys are here today because we're playing my spring round of Time TBR. I know it's been a hot minute since you've seen my face, and I'm not even going to make any excuses as to why you haven't. I am just terrible at being consistent, and I'm busy. So today we are going to be playing my spring round of Time TBR, but before we get into the video, let's talk about my tea and my candle. First, I just want to show off my cute mug that I got for Christmas from my friend Hannah. It has books and cats on it. How cute! It's adorable! I have Strudel tea from my pen pal Lucy, and it's actually pretty delicious. Something happened with the milk and maybe the tea, maybe the honey, because I used local honey from one of our friends. So I used that, and I think it, or the tea and the milk that I used, are not happy in this cup. So it looks pretty gross, but it tastes pretty good. And for my candle, I have sugared Snickerdoodle, and it is from Bath & Body Works. I also got this for Christmas. I think I got it in a white elephant kind of gift. So without further ado, let's light this candle and get into this video. So if you have never seen a Time TBR video before, I will link up here and down in the description the first video of Time TBR that explains all the rules and how I play the game and yada yada yada. But basically I have this board that I made, and I start down here at the cottage and I work my way up, and when I get to the end I get to go on a shopping spree. And the last round that I played, as long as I have finished my books, I did finish the game, so if I finish my books, I get to go on a shopping spree. We'll talk about that in a minute. But that's pretty much the gist of this game. And then I have red cards, which are books, blue cards, which are challenges, and then a jar of prompts. And yeah, that's pretty much all my game is. You're still welcome to check out that first video if you would like. There's just a few changes from the first time I played this game, and one of those is that I played this game seasonally instead of monthly, and that's because I have too much going on in a month to be able to read one book, much less 5. So let's talk about the books from my winter round of Time TBR. So these are my physical books that I have of the ones from the game. For my first prompt, I drew read a book in bed, and so I read Grumpy Cat, a grumpy book, and I did finish this. My second prompt was a book you're scared to read, and I chose Assassin's Apprentice, and I am currently reading this one, and I think I'm going to audiobook the rest of it, so I will have it done probably within the week. My third prompt is book about a hobby, and I read The Year of Secret Assignments by Jacqueline Moriarty, and I will pop a picture up right here. I landed on Green Tea Blueberry Slim Life, which is a tea flavor which corresponds to a genre, and that one specifically is action or adventure, and I read The Dark Portal by Robin Jarvis, and I did finish this. And then my fifth book was a mood read due to the end space and finishing the board. I didn't really know what to do for that, so I decided to do a mood read, and I read The Short Life of Phineas Bean by Daniel Miller. Again, I will pop that up right here, and I did finish that. So because I finished all of my books and I finished the board, that means I get to go on a book shopping spree, which will be happening at some point in the future when I get money and time. So what that means is we are going to actually be starting back from the beginning, so it will be like a whole new journey across the map. So something new that I am planning to be doing for the channel is, instead of talking about all my books in my Time TBR videos, I'm actually going to start doing wrap-ups Since I am playing this game seasonally and not monthly, it leaves me a lot more room to read more books than just what's in my game. So I think it would be beneficial if I just did a whole nother video talking about all the books that I have read in that amount of time. So I will do another video where I talk about these books and the ones that I read for Tea Time TBR along with the other books that I read. So if you watched my last round of Tea Time TBR, you will probably be questioning one book in particular, and that is this one, Malamander. I've thought really hard about this, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna DNF this book because I am 123 pages in, and it's not appealing to me right now in this season of life. I don't know, it's not my cup of tea right now. So I'm just gonna DNF it, not counting it for the game or anything. Yeah. I might pick it up at some point, try to finish reading it, because I mean, like, I'm gonna leave my bookmark in there, but it's not for me right now. So I'm DNFing this book, and it's not counting towards the game. My game, my rules.
Hey guys, Editing Tuesday here. So I didn't really clarify the DNF thing, but I'm gonna start implementing this into the game, where I guess if I read more than like 100 pages and it's just not my cup of tea, I'm gonna DNF it. So from here on out, that's a rule in this game. Okay, back to the video.
So without further ado, let's get into this game. Alrighty, so since we finished the board and then we read all of our books, that means we get to start back at the beginning, way over here. So this is just like a brand new game. And typically I use these dice, which are just boring dice, but I realized that I have fun dice, and I don't know why I haven't been using my fun dice. So I'm actually going to be using this one and this one just because they're fun and I enjoy using them. So this one is really cool. It's like marbly kinda blue and gray. And then this one I got for Christmas. I don't know if y'all can see it. Let me see if I can. Can you see that? It has a little polar bear in it. And it's so cute. But I'm going to use this one too. So I'm going to use these two dice. And it's going to be so much fun. And it's going to be great. Get these out of the way. Alright, starting from here, let's go with roll number 1. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Purple prompt. Starting off good. Has some kind of technology. So for roll number 1, I got a purple prompt, and the prompt was has some kind of technology, which is a pretty loose prompt. So that's pretty cool. So the book that I'm going to do, it's actually 2 books, but it's more going to be like which one I'm in the mood for. They're the same book, who am I kidding? So The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon, it's a Five Nights at Freddy's book based on the game Five Nights at Freddy's, and then I also have The Silver Eyes, but this is the graphic novel edition. This one is obviously chunkier than this one, so I feel like this one is missing some of the story, or it's not told the same. Regardless, they're the same book. It's more just going to depend on how I'm feeling, which one I want to read at the time. So, roll number 1, we're picking The Silver Eyes by Scott Cawthon. Alrighty, roll number 2. Alrighty, roll number 2. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another purple prompt. Book that has won an award. So for roll number 2, I got another purple prompt, and I got book that has won an award, and for this I am picking Number the Stars by Lois Lowry. I remember reading this book as a kid in like middle school, and I remember really enjoying it. And it's a short book, so it shouldn't take me very long to read. It is about a little girl named Anne Marie, and her best friend Ellen is Jewish, and it's taken place in 1943 during World War II. And so Anne Marie's family has to hide Ellen's family. Let's go ahead with roll number 3. Roll number 3. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Red, which is a book. Love and other carnivorous plants. So for roll number 3, I got a red card, which is a book that I own. And I got Love and Other Carnivorous Plants, which I have right here. I got this book out of a little free library, and I actually have no idea what this is about. I just thought it was funny. A funny name. So, Love and Other Carnivorous Plants by Florence Gonzalez is about 2 girls named Danny and Sarah. And they are best friends, and they make this pact basically to be friends forever, but Danny goes off to a different school and leaves Sarah behind, and then Danny starts having some health issues, I think, and then also falls for an edgy girl is what it says. Love and Other Carnivorous Plants is book number 3. Let's get into roll number 4. Roll number 4. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another red. Journey of the Messiah. So for roll number 4, I got another red, which is another book that I own, and I pulled The Journey of the Messiah by Joseph and Linda Pye. It is what it says. It's a book about the journey of Jesus, I think. I remember getting this book a long time ago and trying to read it, but I think it just went straight over my head. But we'll give it another go. Let's get into our final roll. Roll number 5. Roll number 5. 6 and 2, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another purple prompt. Roll again. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Blue, which is a challenge card. Book with an animal on the cover, and this is from Arnold's 2021 Reading Challenge. So for roll number 5, I got blue, which is a challenge, and for that I got book with an animal on the cover, which is from Arnold's 2021 Reading Challenge. And so I am going to be picking a book within a book. So the book that I'm going to be picking is out of this book. It's got 3 different books in this one book. So this is one book within this book, and then it's got 2 more books. This is Into the Pit, which is the first book of the Fazbear Frights books, which is a spin-off kind of the Five Nights at Freddy's universe. So we're going to be reading 2 Five Nights at Freddy's books. I would like to read them soon. I keep saying that. So this is canon with the games, and these are not, I believe. The specific book that I'm going to read out of this one is called Into the Pit. It has 3 short stories in it. So this book has like a robotic dog on the cover, but if you look at the cover to Into the Pit, it has an animatronic bunny. So they both work, but that's what I'm going to be reading. They have 3 short stories within one book. So this one has Into the Pit, To Be Beautiful, and Count the Ways. So those are all short stories that have to do with the franchise, basically. But this is also written by Scott Cawthon, the creator of Five Nights at Freddy's. So this is going to be my last book for the game. Alright, so this is my stack for springtime. So for my first roll, I got Purple Prompt, which was some kind of technology, and I'm picking the Silver Eyes, either novel or graphic novel edition. I haven't figured it out yet, but one of those. And then I got award-winning book, which was another Purple Prompt, and I picked Number of the Stars by Lois Lowry. And then I got a red card, which is a book that I own, and I got Love and Other Carnivorous Plants by Florence Gonzalez. And then I got another red card, which is a book that I own, which is Journey of the Messiah by Joseph and Linda Pye. And then I got a blue challenge card, which is Animal on the Cover, and I'm picking Into the Pit by Scott Cawthon. So these are the books that I have to read in the springtime. They're all physical books, which is exciting. I'm hoping I get through all of these. And maybe some more, but we'll see. I'm so glad that you joined me for today's video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you haven't already. I am halfway to 1,000, so I'm really hoping to get there by the end of the year. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. It will help me out a lot, and I'd really appreciate it. I'm not going to promise a whole lot more videos, but I get them out when I can. So do be subscribed and hit the notification bell to be notified for when I do post. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!